Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi arsala rasulahu bil huda wa dinil haqq liyudhhirahu 'alad dini wa kafa billahi syahida. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Alhamdulillah, today I would like to share regarding the Islamic dakwah video, and the title is The Foundation of Islamic Economic System. We know that in Indonesia, we have a lot of Islamic financial institutions such as Islamic Bank, Islamic Insurance, and others Islamic financial institutions, both of commercial and also social Islamic financial institution. And we have to understand what is actually the foundation of the Islamic economic system. That is important for us to understand that in Islamic economic system, we offer several modes of the transaction for example, the profit sharing, and then avoiding riba and others transaction that's not allowed by Sharia principle. The first we have to understand regarding the ayah of Ali Imran 130. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تأكلوا الربا أضعافا مضاعفة واتقوا الله لعلكم تفلحون. Or you have believe, do not consume usury, a double or multiple, but fear Allah that you may be successful. This ayah actually give us the understanding regarding about riba. Riba is the additional for the debt transaction. We know in Islam, debt is equal to the qard. A qard is a debt that given by one person to another person, and the other person, they don't have to charge additional fees. And the transaction and the agreement of both parties have to understand that Allah avoid riba, avoid the additional fees from the debt. Why we have to understand why Allah try to ask to the people to avoid riba, because the riba is unequal for among of the Muslim. One Muslim try to actively work, and the others not work and just receive the profit from their activities. And then in this ayah, we have to understand that actually Islam try to support the people to be active, to be productive, because when the people are productive, they will get a lot of the benefit from themselves, and also the benefit from the other people. Or let's say when they create a work, when they create a job to the other people, then they will receive the benefit from their self, and also they can give benefit to another people. And when we understand about the why Allah try to avoid riba, because some of the people understand that actually riba will make the people don't try to work hard, and they also rely on the others, the others work and action. And we have to understand what is actually the Islamic economic system. Islamic economic system is start from the Sharia, and we divide the Sharia into three kind of the understanding. The first is Aqidah. Aqidah means that faith and belief, and secondly, faith is the practice and the activities, and the last is the akhlaq, moralities and ethics. The first we have to understand about the Aqidah. Aqidah means the concerning faith and belief in Allah and His will. And secondly, faith actually we concerning the practical action in manifesting his faith and belief. And akhlaq actually concerning the belief, the behavior, the attitude, and the work ethic in taking practical action. In the tree of the Sharia, in the Sharia foundation, we understand that actually Islam has regulated all of the thing in this world, and also the purpose of the hereafter. And when we understand about the Islamic economic system, actually Islamic economic system is derived from the fiqh, and also we understand in fiqh we divide into the ibadah, meant to God worship, and also muamalah, man to man activities. And ibadah is the concerning the practicalities of the worship to Allah, and also in muamalah is concerning the practicalities of the daily life in a various form of the man-to-man activities. And we understand in muamalah, we also divide into several activities for, let's say, political activities, economic activities, and also social activities. When we understand about the muamalah, man-to-man activities, we know that in muamalah, we have a basic understanding that all of the thing is a law, except that Allah give regulation of avoiding something. And in the political, economic, and social activities, actually we have a free activities, except that Allah has regulated in Quran and Sunnah. And conversely to muamalah, we understand the ibadah. Ibadah, actually we have to know the regulation from Allah based on the Quran and also Sunnah. If no regulation from Allah stated in Quran and Sunnah, so for the people, they don't have to do, because if they do thing, it is a bid'ah. Bid'ah is a kind of the sins. That's why when we see in muamalah, actually we are very flexible in understanding the muamalah, particularly on the economic activities. When we understand in economic activities, when we trade to the other people, we have a cooperation with the other people, or we collaborate with the other people. For, let's say, in Sharia muamalah, we understand the example in Islamic bank, other financial institution. The bank can be one of the sohibul mal, or the owner of the fund, and the other side, the Islamic bank could be the mudarib. Mudarib means the operator or the management of the project. And then they can collaborate each other, from the individual to the institution, or the institution to institution, or maybe individual to individual. Okay, when we understand in economic activities, actually in Islam, we divided the economic activities into commercial and charitable. Commercial means that if the economic activity has a vision to commercial, means that they have orientation of the taking profit. And the others, when the economic activities is the orientation is the charitable or non-profit, so the orientation is not only the profit, but the orientation is charitables. The example of the commercials is trade and banking, finance, and investment. And then in the charitable or non-profit, we know the activities in zakat. Zakat is the obligation of each Muslim to pay zakat, to pay sum of money that from the wealth of their wealth, equal to 22.5% of the wealth. And in one period, for, let's say, they have a wealth is 100 million, so 2.5 million has to transfer to Amil Zakat institution. In this case, in Zakat, Wakaf, and Sedekah, we have a specific special institution, namely Amil Zakah, and then in Wakaf we have Nadir, and also Sedekah. Maybe we can transfer the money to the mosque, the management of the mosque, or Takmir of the mosque. And conversely, in commercials, In commercial, when we understand about the commercial activities in Islamic economics, so we know about the Islamic bank, Islamic finance, Islamic insurance. And maybe when we see that institution, we know that the institution has the goal to make a profit, not only in the finance, in the real sector. For, let's say, we have maybe the hotel that have a Sharia principle or Islamic principle. I think it's very interesting when we learn about the Islamic economic system and also the operation of the Islamic financial institution. This is the examples of the Islamic economic system in the world, and also particularly in Indonesia. We know that in Indonesia is a very wide development of Islamic economic system. And we know that Indonesia is the a huge Muslim population. So the market of the development of Islamic economic system is very wide, is very big. We have more than 200 million Muslim population. So it is uh, a very big market. It is very big market. When we know that it is very big market, so we can derive the strategy to grab the market. For, let's say, for the commercials, we can receive the potential customer from the Islamic bank. We can receive the potential investor for the Islamic capital market. In the others, in the charitable activities, we can grab the potential zakat for the needy people. We can develop the free Islamic school. We can create the young generation with a bright innovation and the future leaders. I think when we understand the Islamic economic system and we know what is the role in Islamic economic system, we can develop Indonesia as a central country that have innovation in Islamic economic system. I think that's all for my presentation and also Islamic dakwah video. Hopefully you understand about the Islamic economic system, and we can share the information about the Islamic economic system to our colleague and our society. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.